Hello and welcome to Grim Reactions. I'm Erik and today we're watching The World's End. So, it's time for the last leg of the journey through the Cornetto trilogy. Like with the two previous ones, Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, I have no idea what to expect. But I am expecting to have a good time. Hot Fuzz was really good. That was a big surprise. Like, Shaun of the Dead was funny. It was really funny. But Hot Fuzz is one of the best movies I've ever seen. It was brilliant. So Edgar Wright has definitely leveled up, and I mean, I would put Hot Fuzz together with Scott Pilgrim as one of my favorite. Like my if I would like just off the top of my head, my top 3 comedies of all time would have to be, and this is not in order, would have to be Airplane, Scott Pilgrim, and Hot Fuzz. Those three, I think are my top 3 at the moment. Just like off the top of my head. It was really, really good. So I'm really excited for this one. And I don't know what to expect. So let's not waste any time. Let's just dive into it. Let's go.
Ever have one of those nights that starts out like any other but ends up being the best night of your life?
I can't say that I have, no.
They called me the King because my name's Gary King.
Okay.
We called him O-Man because he had a birthmark on his forehead that looked like a 6.
Oh, Omen. Like the movie with the child of Satan.
He used to ask me what I wanted to do with my life. I told him I just wanted to have a good time. There were ladies, there were shots, there was drama, and of course, there was drinking.
So we're going on this trip again, huh?
Good thing. I bumped into his sister in the next pub. We went into the Disableds and I bumped into her again. In the end, we blew off the last 3 pubs and headed for the hills.
So you didn't manage to finish the whole gauntlet.
Knowing in my heart life would never feel this good again.
Yes, and a shooting star in the background.
It never did.
Oh. Alcoholics Anonymous, huh?
And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a good time.
Oh, yeah? Oh, he's doing this again, and so clever. You see, the camera's moving rightward, and the thing in the scene is moving rightward with it. And then we could do a camera wipe, like when we head into the wall, and then we move out, and the camera like just keeps going right, and new things are just heading into the scene the entire time. And we're showing like its counterpoints, like normal life and then king, normal life, king, normal life, and just like. Oh, that was a great camera wipe. That was really good.
The once and future king.
Were you outside my house this morning?
No.
Yes, you were. You.
Have you had sex yet?
We have 2 children.
Ooh, twice. Get you, fuck machine.
No, well, everyone has changed except you, Gary.
So, Gary, how can I help you?
He's stuck in the past.
But this time we are going to see it through to the bitter end, or lager end. We.
Bitter or lager.
What's your new number?
Same one I've had for 10 years.
Yeah, what's that one?
Yeah, oh, that was another great camera wipe.
We divorced 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Just wondered how she was.
He's been doing really well in keeping up with his old friends, huh?
We are going to make it to the world's end. Everybody's in.
What, even Andy? Andy's going drinking with you.
With us.
So it's just telling all of them that the other 3 are in already. So he's saving Andy for last.
You that Gary King is back on the horse.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You.
Yes, not heroin.
What's bike?
What do you mean?
What's bike slang for?
Bicycle.
I'm lost.
Don't be.
Okay.
Oh.
You have a friend here to see you.
Oh no.
No, I don't.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's the one who's changed the most.
This is. What are you doing? I'm showing you the door.
It's a very nice door.
Mum died. When? A couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that's a lie.
The big cancer.
Yeah, that's why it took so long to say what it was, because he had to figure something out. He's lying.
Got me thinking about the old days.
Yeah, so he's guilt tripping Andy into it. Oh, you asshole.
I'm just trying to decide which of us is the biggest idiot for coming.
Yes, there's the biggest idiot.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, electric car in the background, and then this smoking up massively.
You know your problem, Gary? You're never wrong.
How is that a problem? Brakes, suspension, exhaust, seats, wheels, paneling, carburetor, manifold, whole engine really, mirrors, headlamps. Other than that, she's the same old motor.
Yeah, like runs like a clock. Oh, that's clever. You hear the church bells in the background? That was brilliant.
I put this on a tape for you, didn't I?
Yeah, this is it.
Where'd you find it?
Who's in the tape player?
Oh, he is so stuck in the past.
We paint it red.
Starting off wonderfully, I see. No, we don't need that. Oh, he still has the... Oh my god, dude. Move on, grow up. Which, of course, is what this movie is about. It's about him finally moving on. I assume, at least, that's what it's about. They were not impressed.
It's like deja vu.
Oh, seems pretty nice.
Bought by chain on it. Starbucking.
Well
man.
then.
It's happening everywhere.
There's one. It's crowning glory.
Rather fitting.
How's that?
I'm Gary King.
You seriously have a problem with me not drinking after what happened?
What happened?
Exit pursued by a bear, you know, from that Shakespeare play?
A Winter's Tale.
Yeah. What was it called?
A Winter's Tale.
Pursued by a bear. And then it was exit pursued by Yogi Bear. And then it was just let's Yogi and Boo Boo. And then let's Boo Boo.
They didn't get very far on their beers.
Now this is a pub. Oh yes.
It's the exact same. Oh my god, it's the exact same.
David, my man.
Oh, that's so pathetic.
Hey, calm down, Steve. I saw it.
Jesus Christ, not this again.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I wonder how much they're gonna regress in this journey.
Wow, long time. Hi, Pete.
Hi, Sam.
All right, big brother. Gary.
That was a very different greeting. Oh my goodness.
Thanks, Stephen.
Sure.
Just gonna nip to the loo.
Cool.
Yeah, she's not talking to you, Gary.
Do you really think I'm gonna have sex with you in the ladies' toilet?
Well, the disabled is out of order.
Gary, what happened?
I don't know.
Nothing happened, that's the problem.
Oh yeah, I believe this is yours.
Out of order.
Yeah, you're out of order.
It is high time we got onto the cock.
Is that a reference to the other two times he jumped over offense to try to take a shortcut? I think so. I'm not sure though. If so, 3 for 3.
Maybe we're not the local legends you think we are.
Gary King,
Speak for yourself, mate.
you're barred.
Yeah, I believe it was. Yeah, for 6 hours.
6 hours.
Thank you for letting me sambuca.
Yeah, he's looking at the kids like, yeah, those were the days.
And Oliver's still got his mark of the devil. No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. No, it's called laser surgery, Gary. It's a small price to pay for not being called fucking O-Man.
Go and see if there's a bus back to London if anyone wants to come with me.
Well, you can't go. This is special.
It's only special to you.
Don't.
Yeah, don't you dare. Oh, good lord. This is problematic. Oh, yes, this is the same. Oh, isn't that sad?
I said we're doing the Golden Mile.
Yeah, he's not he's not interested in what old random people are doing.
You don't want to do that.
Oh, don't I?
Ooh, what the a robot? What the fuck?
Andy.
His head just came off! No, Gary, you are not gonna...
Yes, but this is special. This is like at this moment, it's different. Robots.
WTF.
Yes, actually. And here's more of them. What the hell is going on, actually? They're really fragile. Fragile, but at the same time really sturdy because removed arm keeps working and a removed head still works. Like, so they break apart easily but still continue to function. Yeah, the Asian robot knows kung fu. And if you freaking legend.
WTF? What the fuck does WTF mean?
It's maybe feet.
Fuck. Oh.
Must be the network.
Yeah, what's going on?
Gay loving.
And that's worse than 5 dismembered bodies?
It's his new neighbour.
Oh my word. Oh yeah, it was that sound in the... It sounded like it sounds when you get interference from your phone on headphones. When it goes like I thought I heard it, but I didn't know if it was from a movie. But then there was like sounds of like text messages being received or something along those lines. Holy fucking shit. Andy is back, man. So did the phones come back after they left the bathroom?
It's pointless arguing with him. Drink up. Let's boo-boo.
Andy is...
We're just 5 friends.
Yeah, Andy's back in the game, so to speak. Yes. You're acting very robotic right now. That was a great wipe as well. Edgar Wright is so good at that stuff. People are starting to act very suspicious.
Drinking. Beer. Pubs. Shall we?
That was so well done. In time with the music.
Me and the Reverend had a highly sophisticated code when discussing the purchase of herbal narcotics. Have you got any drugs? You had a proper office. That was the gents' toilets. Nothing wrong with doing your business in the toilet.
Yeah, that's what you normally do in the toilet. You take care of your business.
The word robot comes from a Czech word, robotnik, meaning slave.
And we're not slaves.
We're very, very...
Yes, we're very happy.
Oh my god, are these guys robots?
This conversation is so brilliant.
But... I understand.
Oh my, you're in trouble, Trevor. What is going on in this movie? Aren't those the same? Did they get reattached?
No more making new friends! Ah, gentlemen!
So many good camera wipes, man.
5 pints of crowning glory.
The same?
Wouldn't you say, Gary? What? Sorry, what? Does it have a surprisingly fruity note?
Yeah, did you learn from the first one?
How can he be? Remember me?
We don't know what they remember.
Or maybe they have selective memories.
No, it's exactly what you said in the first bar. In the first pub.
I mean, is he one of them, or is he one of them?
Because now they know that you know, so they've updated to take into account the fact that... I don't freaking know, man.
To differentiate between them and us. Yeah, I think the pronouns are really confusing.
Yeah.
See?
Come on, Sam. You know better to believe Gary King.
Yes, crumbs indeed. I did not expect this to be like an action movie.
We should get inside, eh? Otherwise people are going to ask what the hell's going on.
What the hell's going on?
There is nothing between me and Gary King.
The twins. Who have legs for arms at the moment. This is so weird.
Nothing suggested in the last 3 minutes has been better than Smashy Smashy Eggman. Not.
Let's think of a name for the robots who aren't robots.
Yes.
We've drawn a blank.
Oh, blanks are the best one so far.
They know what we're doing, but they don't know that we know what they're doing. And basically, no one else has a better idea. So fuck you.
Oh, that was good.
Gary said they'll get us if we try and leave now.
Yes, and Gary's always right, isn't he?
Do you recall the events of the evening of June the 22nd, 1990?
No, but I know a man who does.
Yeah. The guy who's stuck in the past.
That was the night they arrived.
Oh.
Remember the shooting star? That was them. Nothing happened at first.
So, what's the shooting star, huh? Or is it aliens?
It's a merger. They don't want to get rid of us, not if they can help it. They just want to make us more
Yeah.
like them.
Yeah, it's on the right side now.
Another link in their chain, which is fine.
It's that phone sound thing.
Get replaced. Once they get your DNA, they've got you.
How do they do that?
Any way they like.
You know, like that.
The empties. Don't ask me what happens to them.
Why, what happens to the empties?
I told you not to ask me that.
Yes, I told you not to ask.
Let's go.
Whoa, hold up. Where are you all going?
We're leaving.
Has he been replaced?
I thought you liked Adrian Keane.
I think he's dead.
Oh, God.
Fuck yeah! That's the spirit, Pete. Oh, spirits. We should do chasers. Who is this guy?
Yes, who is this guy?
Now then, whose round is it?
And it's already prepared.
They're here to help, to straighten us out, to prepare us for the big league.
Yeah, it's aliens.
There's a vast community of worlds up there, living together, peacefully.
Oh, this makes me think I really have to watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've read the book. I read the trilogy in 5 parts twice, actually. But I didn't watch the movie.
But it's all for our betterment. So, what do you say? We all go.
Oh, he had his birthmark on this side, but he had the 6.
He's trying to say is that.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yes, Andy. What the fuck?
WTF!
Yes. Oh my god.
Other means of persuasion. Now, please.
Oh, Andy, you freaking legend.
I fucking hate this town!
Melee. Yes, stop spilling my beer. Oh, I'm loving Andy.
Let's climb down the drain pipe.
I got a better idea.
Oh, I broke her car.
Climb down the drain pipe.
Yes, that did seem smarter.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I always land on my feet.
I don't know if that's true.
Jesus, that's the difference. Hey, there it is. There it was. Him and his shortcuts, huh?
I did something right. Yeah, for a change.
So?
Meaning the rest of the time you're wrong?
Not necessarily.
God damn it.
He was new, like a baby. Like a man.
Oh.
Like a maybe.
Like a maybe. Nice.
When you OD'd and I drove you to the hospital 4 times over the limit, leaving me to get arrested after 12 hours of life-saving surgery.
Oh, so that's what happened.
It says King Gay. Oh, some cunt grabbed out the R.
That was me.
Why? That proves I'm human.
Proves you're stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is scary.
Gary, what do you mean the police inside? And we can still do this. Do what exactly?
Finish. Finish the pub crawl.
I know we didn't see eye to eye at school. Goodness knows I regret that.
You seem very much like a blank, dude. Yeah, memory's been updated now.
Gotta get to the King's Head. Exactly.
What? We are not going to the King's Head. We're done.
Yeah, just like in the past, they're losing members.
Think about what you're saying, you know, because you have been drinking.
We build, we improve, we perfect. Yeah, there it is again! There it is again, the signal! Is that the true form?
How are we gonna get to it?
Oh, we'll have to go through. Through where? I don't fucking believe this.
The pub? Yes! Yeah, you're gonna finish this crawl one way or the other. One better than last time?
Gary.
Gary! Gary! Let him go!
Oh, good lord. World's End. It's very prophetic. No, no, the sandwich.
I want you inside me.
He's taking back his ring. Yeah, there you go.
Cheers.
Oh, there's one waiting. Join our club. Yes. That's what we're about to.
What do you care anyway? Of course I fucking care. There is a reason.
Yes, because he gives a shit.
You fight for what's important. What's so important about the Golden Mile?
Yes.
It's all I've got.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything. Why is it... What I don't get, though, is why it's so important to stop him.
That was supposed to be the beginning of my life. Fucking optimism. That feeling like we could take on the whole universe.
And you are now. You literally are. The end is nigh. Oh! Oh, really? This is like the command center? Yeah, Gary. Gary, all over the place.
Gary, King of the Humans.
King of the Humans?
Our objective is simple. To ready the population for participation in our galactic community.
We would not do well at that.
Something you've always wanted.
Oh, there they are.
That we all win. There are no losers.
Individualism. Lose.
Gary, King of the Humans. We are the network. In the last 23 years, have you not marveled as information technology has surged forward? Earth has grown smaller yet greater as connectivity has grown.
Yeah.
You are children and you require guidance.
We don't do well with guidance.
You might think Gary is a bit of a cock, and he is a bit of a cock, but he's my cock.
You act out the same cycles of self-destruction again and again.
Yes, we do.
Least civilized in the entire galaxy.
I am not surprised.
To err is human, so,
You are revolting against the wisdom of countless solar systems.
Yeah, we are revolting.
Yes, you are.
That's two. I don't know for how long.
Battle!
I'm guessing we're not the only glitch in your system.
It is true, the network has...
Yeah, it's not working so well with Earth.
Yeah, stop fucking starbucking us, man.
Yeah.
We are the human race, and we don't like being told what to do.
It's pointless arguing with you.
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we give up.
Fuck it.
Yeah, we give up. Fuck this.
They fucked off!
Yeah, now there's dial tone. They hung up the signal.
Same as before.
Oh, I like that guy.
I think our luck just changed.
Crumbs.
Did you find out what happened to my brother?
Yeah, he got mulched, unfortunately. My word. Ending up at the hilltop again. Whoa, that is really cool.
Everyone remembers where they were when the lights went out on planet Earth. We decided to walk it off.
So it's post-apocalypse now. All technology just went away and so on. Yeah. Holy crap.
It triggered some kind of pulse.
Yeah, an EMP.
Nobody really knew how many we lost, because we never heard from the rest of the world again.
I like that he has half and half glasses.
I'm hard-pressed to recall any processed foods I actually miss.
Oh, the Cornetto! There it was. Yeah, I do miss that one, huh?
We can be a bit uncivilized. Maybe we would have been a bad influence on the rest of the galaxy.
Yeah, you would have. Or we would have.
He's doing all right.
Yeah, it's not very upscale.
Didn't see that coming. They shacked up just outside London. It's a pretty...
In an actual shack.
Misses the boys.
Oh, he's got the 4 old ones. 4 kids.
So I'll ask you again. For the last time. 5 waters, please.
Post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Who the hell do you think?
Gary fucking King.
Me? They call me the king.
Oh. That's really all you can say about that. That was freaking brilliant. I don't know if I think it was as good. I don't know if I think it was as good as Hot Fuzz, but this was really, really. It was almost as good. At least very close. It was really, really, really good. I really, really enjoyed that. I think Shaun of the Dead was the weakest one of the trilogy, which is weird because when it comes to trilogies, usually the first one is the best, or in the case of Godfather, is the second one. Which is something I've just heard because I haven't seen the second Godfather movie. I think I've seen the first one. I'm not sure. So that was World's End. I mean, it was a very effective and accurate parable for humanity. Like what happened in the end, because the blanks, the aliens, said that they were responsible for all the modern technology. And how, so when they left, when they hung up, so to speak, when they hung up the call, they took the signal with them. So in essence, what happened must have been that something that I've been concerned about, not really that concerned about, but like if we have a third world war, I think Einstein, no, was it Einstein? I don't remember who said it. Someone really smart said it, maybe it was Oppenheimer or someone, I don't know. It was in the wake of advancements around nuclear weapons. Someone said that I don't know what weapons will be used to fight World War III, but I know that World War IV will be fought using sticks and stones, because we will send ourselves back to the Stone Age, basically. Because if you think about it, like, almost all knowledge these days is stored on computers. And if you wipe out the computers, you wipe out so much knowledge. Like, school these days is more and more becoming about not learning facts, but learning how to find facts. Like, when I went to school, or when my parents went to school, it was more like teachers had to know more. In a way, they had to know more different things. They had to know about world history and stuff. Teachers nowadays, yes, you still have to know, but now it's more about knowing how to teach students how to find the information, because all the information is out there. It's on the internet. Everything. So imagine if all of that was destroyed. It would be catastrophic. Like I heard somewhere that when the library in Alexandria burned, that was a major catastrophe that set human civilization back like at least 1,000 or 2,000 years, because so much knowledge was lost. And the second part of so losing that would send us back in time a long way. And the second part, of course, is that if we fight a world war with nukes, well, partly nuclear winter and so on, and radiation fallout and all that will kill many people. But if you detonate a nuclear warhead high up, you will also get, like, if you go far enough into the sky to detonate it, you can hit the surface, like a third or something of the surface, with an EMP blast. I read somewhere. I don't know if that's true or not. I might be completely wrong. But what EMP does is EMP destroys transistors. And transistors is at the core of every smartphone, every computer, every technology that we have these days is based around transistors. And that is destroyed by EMP. So we would be so massively screwed if that happened. Like, for instance, just for another example, money. Money used to have intrinsic value. Money started, I don't know if this is well known, should be. The history of money was based around natural resources. Carrying around, like we were bartering, like I give you something I make, like maybe I'm a farmer, maybe I farm corn, and I give you corn and you give me a sweater, like a bartering system. And if I needed something that's made by someone who doesn't want anything I can offer, I have to trade someone else for something that the other person wants. So if person C makes something that I need, and person C doesn't want anything I can make, I need to trade person B for something. I need to give person B something that they want to trade for something that person C wants, so I can trade that with person C to get the thing I need. And that was very impractical, of course. So that's why we came up with the concept of gold, or something that is rare. Something that is rare that there's only a limited amount of. Like leaves, for instance, that would not have been very useful, because it's so easy to get more of it. But precious metals is harder to get more of. It's a limited quantity. And especially now, when we know more about science, we know that there is a limited quantity in the earth, as like, which is what determines the value of gold. But as time went on and we had to make bigger purchases and stuff, it became very impractical to carry around gold because it's heavy. So that's where money came in. So you put in $1,000, like let's say $1,000 worth of gold at a bank, and banks give you a note that say that we owe you gold worth $1,000. And then central banking happened, and you could take that note to somewhere else and give it to another bank that, like in another city, that was run by the same people. So like another franchise, for instance. And you could give them that note. You could give the people in New York the note you got from the bank in London, or from the bank in Miami. You could give the people in New York that note, and they would give you $1,000 worth of gold in return. And that's how central banking came about, and that's why different currencies are worth different amounts. Like, for instance, a Swedish krona, or the currency in Sweden, $1 is worth like 9 Swedish krona. So, because we have access to different amount of natural resources and so on. So money is connected to that, to the amount of natural resources owned by a country. But we've moved so far beyond that. Like, it was in the Swedish constitution up until, I think, sometimes during the 50s, that the central bank had to have on hand enough gold to exchange for any paper currency that was brought in. They had to have like a stockpile so they could pay out the currency in raw materials. But like nowadays, that's like we've left that behind so much, and money now is just kind of pointless. Money has value because we think it has value. Everyone agrees that it has value. It's no longer really connected to natural resources or precious metals and the sorts. It's been disconnected from that. So if we lost the computers, we would lose that. We would lose all of that. And everyone would be penniless. And the world would collapse. So computers is like computers is so integrated into our society that we could not survive without them. There are parts of the world which is less developed, like parts of Africa and South America and Asia and so on, that would do fine without computers because they don't rely on them whatsoever, really. But at the same time, so much of the world would just completely collapse. And I was glad that came back, because I kept hearing this like either in one ear or the other, at one point in both ears, like in the middle. This sound, like, I don't know if you know or are familiar with the sound, you probably are. Like if you put your phone next to something that carries sound, like speakers or headphones, like if you have a not very well isolated cable and you put your phone on top of the cable or just in the vicinity where the microphonics means that the cable can pick up the sound of the electronics, the radio waves, then you can hear this sound like of, I don't know what it is. Must be some sort of handshake, or I don't really know what it is. But you can hear that from your phone, and I heard that sound on several occasions. At first, I thought it was my phone making the sound. I was like, what? Wait, what? Because my phone shouldn't have been able to do that because it was so far away from my headphones. And then it happened again, and I was like, oh, I see. I realize it's in the movie. And at the end, it sounded like dial tone, like when you hang up on someone. And it's a brilliant simile of saying like that they left, that like we left, we hung up on you, and at the same time, because they were responsible for all our technology, they hung up on the entire world, and then the world collapsed completely. And that was so good. It was so brilliant. I really, really enjoyed this movie. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. I did point out more at this time, more like camera wipes and such, like the Edgar Wright editing style, the thing that he did. Like at the intro, where the camera kept panning to the right and interspersing like Gary with the others. Like one of the others, Gary, one of the others, Gary. And the camera kept moving right and panning, like, so it came like through one wall into a room and passed through the room and exited the room through the other wall and just kept moving right out. He does so many good things, Edgar Wright. He does so many clever things in regards to visual storytelling. He does that so very, very well. And other things that I pointed out some of them, but I'm sure there's tons more that I missed because it's jam-packed and someone mentioned this in the comments that these movies can be used in university, like when you're studying movie making. These are movies that are brought up because it's such a brilliant example. And I completely buy that because he's so good at doing that. He's so good at telling stories without saying anything really. Like you're always in storytelling supposed to show, don't tell. Like don't have someone just stand there explaining stuff, but show what happened instead of saying what happened instead. And he's really good at doing that, but he's also really good at like camera tricks and editing tricks to tell what's happening, to say what's happening, show what's happening. I also completely buy the ending. I do. I completely buy that because that is so human. Like we never learn. Like if you look at world history, it's just example after example after example of people doing the same stupid things over and over and over again. We see that right now. Like we are heading towards a big armed conflict. It's gonna happen, and it's not gonna take very long, I don't think. It would be great if it didn't, because that means that we can move past and learn from our past mistakes, but I really, really doubt it. If you just like take... Like, what normally happens is like there's a big war, and people after the war, everyone is like, let's work together to make sure this doesn't happen again. And there's a lot of exchange between nations. And then nativist politics and nativism and populism skyrockets after a while because it's a way, like we want to fix problems, and when problems arise in society, instead of dealing with the bigger, like, because problems can be really, really difficult, and instead of dealing with them, we just say like immigrants, and then like if we just get rid of those, if we just focus on like kicking all the immigrants out, all of this will be solved. So populism and nativism is like, to me at least, I mean, this is a really complicated topic and I'm not really the person to talk about it, but to me that's like populism and nativism is just trying to make easy problems, trying to make really hard problems easy to solve. Like just basically like flex tape and problem solved. So that happens, and as a counterweight to the globalism that arises after a big armed conflict, and people big armed conflict, people are like, let's work together. That leads to a lot of immigration, lots of travel between nations, lots of cooperation between nations, which leads to a fringe that starts getting really upset and blame all the problems in society on the fact that it's a more global society. And then nation starts isolating, America first, and so on, and let's kick out all the Chinese, and let's, the thing, the story. And Brexit, yes, let's isolate, and then when you isolate yourself from the market, and no country is self-sufficient. Like every country needs something from somewhere else, and if you can't get that, via trade, what do? You invade, and then it's war, and then the cycle repeats. humans would not do well, I think, in a galactic society. We have a lot of problems we need to take care of here first before we can be part of something bigger. Like, we need to solve these stupid trends of ours, like religion, like nativism, like populism, like racism. These obsolete old ideas that we're just clinging to for really no reason whatsoever. It's like a binky or a safety blanket that we're scared to let go of. And before we do that, we're not really gonna be of much use to anyone else. So I completely buy that ending. I completely do. Oh, so good. Like, what it makes me think of is The Matrix. Because there's like... At our current position in history, like, we didn't used to do this. We used to be much better when we lived in much smaller societies. But Agent Smith in The Matrix, when he has his little conversation with Morpheus about how he has come to a realization that most life forms, especially mammals, but most life forms, everything alive on the planet, develops a natural balance with its ecosystem, with the surrounding environment. But humans don't. Humans just move to an area, multiply and consume every natural resource until they're all spent, and then move to a different area and repeat the process. Like, we didn't used to do this, like when we lived in smaller tribes and such. But in after the Industrial Revolution, that's been the trend humans have been. That's the approach we've taken since then, really. And there's only one other life form on this planet that does that, and that's a virus. And Mr. Smith, Agent Smith, goes on to say that humans are of disease and we are the cure, meaning the machines. Because it brings to mind something else in this movie also, like they said when the network said, when they were talking about how they were the ones who have given us this new technology, about how the world has gotten bigger but more connected, which is also very, very true. I remember, I don't remember, but my dad, who is, how old is he? 68? Something like that. He remembers when the first TV came to his village. I live in rural Sweden, very small town. Or I live in a village, but the closest town is a small town, and it's 20 minutes from here where I live. But he remembers when the first TV came to the village. And in just his lifetime, nowadays, my little sister went on a trip with her best friend and cousin to America for 3 months or something. Stayed with relatives some, and just went coast to coast and then south and then coast to coast in the US. And we did several Skype video calls. And that instant communication across the world, if something happens on the other end of the globe, I can know about it in a second after it happens, a couple of seconds after it happens. And that is just outrageous to me. That we've come so extremely far But at the same time, in towns, like, say you live in an apartment complex, like, how well do you know your neighbors? Do you really? Like, we live closer together, yet know less about each other. We know less people. We don't know our neighbors anymore, in most cases. So we are more connected, but more alone than we've ever been as humans. Back in the day, everyone knew everyone in the village. And there was a lot more community, there was a lot more togetherness. But nowadays, it's a sad world, really. Man, that was a bummer. What do you think? How do you feel? Do you feel more alone than you did when you were younger? I do. I don't really have anyone, except all you lovely people who watch and who comment. Thank you very much for that. I hope you continue to comment. It's nice to interact with you and to have conversations. But with that said, I think I'm done. I've said some crazy things, so I look forward to your comments below. I mean, I don't think it's crazy. And I don't think I'm right by definition. I might be wrong about most of the things I've said. I might be. But I would love to know in that case, because I love learning new things. It's great fun, I think. And I can't learn if I don't know I'm wrong. So I look forward to your comments. If you would like to see this movie or any other movie or TV show I've done in a full unedited version, I have full unedited versions for Avatar and full unedited versions for watch-along versions where you need your own copy for everything else, all the movies and series I've done. You can find my Patreon in the description down below. Or if you just want to support me, you can do so on my Patreon. Down below you can also find the link to my Discord server. I would love if you want to come on by, you're very much welcome. It's an easier format to have conversation. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a like, leave your comment, subscribe to the channel for more daily videos. I do try to post daily. And stick around and stay tuned for what's coming next. With that said, this has been Grim Reactions. I'm Erik. I thank you very, very much for joining me. I know it's been quite the conversation. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.